Oh, I got a question for Black Americans.
All right. We
All
waiting on
right.
you.
How does it feel being the greatest Black people on the planet?
You want to go in order for that?
Or
Like
how does it feel being a part of that?
Shit.
royal.
Y'all want to go in order or what?
You can go in order, or
Okay.
it's up to the mods
Um,
though.
I'm gonna make it quick. It feels surreal sometimes. It really does. You know, walking around knowing that I am one of the men that every man on this planet wants to be like. You know, this is my first time in my life ever living around immigrants down here in Florida. And the way that I see these guys walk around and walk like us, they try to talk like us and clothes and everything. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and it's just underworldly for me sometimes, like to be a god on this planet. And I'm gonna land my plane.
I feel like being a Black American feels like um, like heaven on earth. Every day I wake up, I feel very rich in spirit. I don't feel defeated at all. As long as I know that that we are connected to a higher source that gives me strength and courage and confidence. Um, it feels so good that, maybe I, like you want to just piss on some gold just because you have it, like just in a very rich mindset, in a very rich body with very rich DNA. Love it. Love it. Boss. Hey,
It,
African boss, you should try it sometime. Psych.
Uh,
it feels majestic, like royalty, um, like we're on top of the world. And even though that the whole world is against us, um, we're still on top of the world, and we still feel like we are and know that we are. And we are able to look down and laugh at all the HATERs because we know their goal in life is to be us. I mean, that's the best feeling in the world. That this whole world, white tea people, Africans, Caribbeans, all of them, their ultimate goal is to be us, the greatest Black people on this planet, the most richest Black people on this planet, the most talented Black people on this planet. Their goal is to be us, and that is why they have all tried to come together to take us down, and it won't work because they don't know our power, and the source of our power is real.
man, 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 oh man. I just wake up every day and, it feels good to not be funky. Feels good to not be musty. Feels good to have deodorant in the bathroom. Feels good to have cologne. Get off tea time, African BS. If you want to stay up here, have a nice day. But it feels great. It feels great knowing that my feet don't stink. And, shout out to the elder that I just got done talking to not too long ago. Tomorrow I get to go out to his ranch to go do some more documentation of his stuff. And yeah, it's just amazing, recognizing the people that paved the way for you and finding out, the Buffalo Soldiers themselves, because Guo doesn't understand what happened after the Civil WR, but those people literally created every single last national park here and created those reservations for those um, Siberians that are there now and some of those $5 engines. But this will all be returned back to us. So that's how it feels for me, is to be the greatest.
Well, you guys don't
Black
break your
American.
arm.
Hold on one second, please. Soul, did you want to go ahead and say what you want to say?
Yes, sir. So it feels like a heavy blessing sometimes, and other times it feels empowering. So, yeah, I want to say so much, but I'm going to just leave it at that. But I'm proud to be a Black American.
Just to know that everything about you is royal. Everything about you is rich. Every time you yarn, every time you stretch, is so rich and so powerful and so blessed. You know what I mean? Ooh,
Yeah.
Feel that.
love it.
Okay, y'all, it's impact turn. Shout out to that American.
It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there really isn't any amount of words to like describe how proud of I am to come from this lineage. It's just, I know we've gone through all these discussions, but it's just like, no matter what is said, you know what I'm saying? We are Americans, you know what I'm saying? We were here. We are the foundation of this country. We generated the wealth. We built all the infrastructure, the amount of patents our ancestors have, like the amount of blood, sweat, and tears that they had to fight through to, you know what I'm saying, get us to get here. After all that we've been through, we've been in every single WAR, conflict, rebellion. I really have no words. I'll end with this. I feel like out of all cultures around the world throughout history, I feel like the only group, and this is just my opinion, that's comparable to foundational Black Americans and what we built and what we like put out to the world are the ancient Committans, aka the ancient Egyptians. Besides that, I really feel like it's no comparison. Like we are, you know what I'm saying, our global influence is just unmatched. So yeah, I have extreme pride of being a foundational Black American, and I'll close my plane there.
I'll answer now. How do I feel being a foundational Black American? I want to say this because I agree with everything everybody else said, but I also feel like it's a sadness that comes with all the responsibility Black Americans have and all the history we have. But if y'all don't, we the most compassionate people on the planet. We the most we fight, we done fought for everybody. You know what I mean? We done fought for everybody. And we've been through more than, I don't know, another ethnic group who's been through more than us, and we still have to have compassion. And the only way to have compassion is to have something to have compassion for. We feel pain when we see people suffer. I don't know another ethnic group. It seemed to me like they don't have feelings and emotions. You know what I mean? But something about Black Americans, we can feel pain. We can feel pain and suffering of others. But
Because
and I'm glad
mourning,
we fighters. I'm glad we fighters because we
yeah.
definitely are skilled warriors. But with that, we also, have a pain and a compassion and a hurt for others that I wish we didn't have. You know what I mean? So I'm happy we was blessed with that gift because it makes us who we are. If we didn't have that, our ancestors wouldn't have achieved and, fought for everything like civil rights and other things. They had to have that same kind of humanity and compassion and the ability to feel pain and grief for others. You know what I mean? And that's a big responsibility. I wonder what that feel like, for other groups that don't have that. You know what I mean?
Well, sis, let me tell you, with a lot of responsibility comes mourning and
Yes.
sadness. We carry heavy burdens because we heavy, period. Everything we do is heavy. Every breath we take is heavy because it's power. They don't know anything about that because God didn't leave these people in charge. He left us in charge. So we like their babysitters right now. That's what it is. And that's why we feel the way we do.
It's like kids that we gotta whoop. You know how they say,
Yes.
your mama used to say, look, this gonna hurt me more than it hurt you. That's what we doing.
Yep.
That's what we gotta hurt y'all. We gotta whoop y'all right now.
And can I just say, we are our grandmother's wildest dreams. So continue to fight, foundational
Yeah.
Black Americans.
All right. Go ahead, African boss. I mean, no, we got
That's what I'm saying.
GWO. Hold on. Go ahead,
God
America.
left us in charge of these idiots. So we gotta keep BTA on them because they don't know what to do. They don't know no better.